gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. A first down throw for Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And shutting him off, now open field. Wrap up, still moving. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Now that's caught out wide by Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Prescott off play action. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. And
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Play action. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Flushed out right, looking for the end zone. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Rolling to his right. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that
one. The kick by Lambeau is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look,
and this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play here for Dallas.
Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. To the air again, Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Mack. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Touchdown! Antonio Callaway, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Going deep downfield for Ross. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Hey, kill. 47. Going to 53.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. John Ross, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Woods. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To throw is Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Antonio Callaway. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase. It ended today, and I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 31, Prescott. Jones has it. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Prescott escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Check. Here we go, 46. Check Mike 39. You better bring it. Hey, check Mike 39. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here.
Here's Prescott. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Play action. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out right at the 35.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Callaway. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with three receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. The play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 35. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
Stiff-armed him. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
45, 45, 45, come on, 45. Let's QB2.
Prescott on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Alex Highsmith.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Prescott now. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Jackson going to hold on to it again.
Dancing away at the 35. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Buying time to his left.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. And that time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jackson will throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10.
Jackson. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. The 40. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Play action, it's Jackson. This is caught, it's Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They go play action now. Jackson.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Jackson on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Robert Woods, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
41, Falcons 31. Josh Lambeau set to give off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Go work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Prescott looks to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Prescott. And he wisely will throw that one away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play here for Dallas.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They've got his man complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To try again after the sack. Jackson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On third down, Jackson. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
One last shot for Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Falcons 38. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?